Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? It's DJ Jesse here with Roxy Striar at the Vegas Bash. AfterBuzz is here, and we are, look who we got here. We have little Miss Laura from Real World St. Thomas. What's going on, girl?
Not too much, just having fun.
Absolutely. So, I know you've heard about AfterBuzz. I know you've seen us.
Yes.
I know you're a big Adam Royer fan.
Not so much at all.
All right, so you just finished the Real World. You finished the challenge. I mean, it's like a train. It's just going and going and going. And you're kind of one of the main topics on the show. What's your look after coming off of the Real World, after watching the first episode of the challenge? Is there a difference in how you... I mean, obviously, when you first watch it, you got to kind of be a little more judgmental about yourself. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. Was it different watching yourself on the challenge or later in the season?
You know, when we got home from St. Thomas, we left right away. So I didn't get the chance to watch myself on our episodes and see how I acted before I came on the challenge. So, you know, I really wish that that would have happened because I feel like I wasn't really myself in St. Thomas. Not because I was trying to act different for the cameras, just because of the people I was around. If I was at home in like an environment where I was comfortable with everybody, it would have been a lot easier for me to come out of my shell. And that really didn't happen in St. Thomas. And yeah, I wasn't really happy with how everything turned out in St. Thomas, but oh well, what can you do?
What can you do? All right, so going into it, you had some beef with Marie, just a little, you know, a little friction, a little bumption. She kind of looked at you as weak. Did you consider yourself weak at moments? I mean, when it comes to love, honestly, when it comes to love, you can't really be strong. It's something that you don't really have control over. And maybe I'm throwing the L word out there a little too quickly, but did you understand where Marie was coming from? Are you guys cool now, or were you ever upset with any of the way that she came at you?
You know, I really appreciated all the advice that I got from all of my roommates. The only thing is looking back now, I mean, I fell head over heels for Trey right from the get-go, and at home, that's not me at all. I will be the girl that, you know, just talks to a guy just to get a drink. Like, in St. Thomas, that didn't happen. I didn't talk to anybody except for some random guy at the bar, and I get yelled at, and yeah. But no, like, I mean, I appreciated everything they said. At the time, I listened to them, but I didn't really hear what they were saying, and I just kind of let everything fly past me, and, you know, because I was going to do whatever I wanted to do at the time. And right now, I feel like if I would have done things differently, you know, things might have turned out different between Trey and I, but, you know, whatever happened, happened, and I really can't go back on it, so.
If you didn't go in the Real World, is Trey the kind of guy that you would typically fall for, or?
Well, okay, so my type is, I like more of country guys because they have really, really good morals. They always open doors for girls, and I like muscular guys, tattoos, great smiles. The only thing Trey is lacking, which is really bad, is that he's not 6 foot. That's my cutoff. 6'4" is my favorite height because it's a foot taller than I am, and you know that's not Trey, but I'm not like against him because he's short. He's shorter. I mean, he's taller than me, even with heels on, so that's all that matters.
Even with heels on. All right, one other question I have for you is, going into it, Brandon really had a crush on you.
Yeah.
He was really feeling you.
Yes.
And we're not going to really dig deep into this. You pulled the adoption papers out. Brandon felt like you guys really connected. Then you went and showed Trey, and then you and Trey connected, and you kind of ran with that. Was there anything that we never saw on that MTV edited out between you and Brandon, maybe explaining it to him, or did he ever come at you?
Gosh, trying to think back to that. You know, Brandon, I didn't even realize it until somebody told me, you know, Brandon really likes you. And I was like, what are you talking about? You know, he's just a friend. You know, I'm just talking to him. And then I see on the show what he's saying when I'm not around, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't know that at all. And so, I mean, we did finally have a conversation where I was like, you know, I do like you, but it's only as a friend. And I did tell him that, and he was very understanding, and you know, he just moved on from that, and we turned out to be really good friends. And yeah, so I don't know.
So we'll keep it mutual.
Okay, I have been dying to ask you. I was kind of hoping you would call in because so many times I've asked Jesse.
I tried to.
No, that or that.
Think of the lie detector test.
Oh yeah, the lie detector test.
Okay, lie detector test. No matter what it said, I still am with Swift 100%. Okay, at the very beginning, when Toya and Swift first got in an argument, I sat there and I was thinking, you know, Toya, I don't think you did it. I don't. And then right when I saw her reaction after that, I was like, oh, hell no, you totally did that. You would not get so defensive if it didn't happen. So I'm totally on Swift's side. I think it really happened, and she just doesn't want to come out to it on national TV. And so, yeah.
We've heard that she plays a little bit to the camera. Do you think that's kind of why she doesn't want to come out on TV, or is she trying to put up this persona that she's actually not?
You know, I think Toya did play to the camera a little bit. I do feel like, I don't want to say anything bad, but you know, I do feel like Toya played to the camera and that she and Swift hooked up, and you know, she just didn't want to come off as that kind of girl. And
okay, but the question I really need to ask you is, you don't seem to have a mean bone in your body. Like, you're saying, I don't want to sound mean. You sound so nice all the time. Is that really how you're always feeling inside, or are you just taking a really good yoga class? Like, I need tips or something, because you are calm. You have him bringing other girls and that. You're okay. You are friendly, like killing it. What do you do?
I call you the Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
Because you love animals and you're just like singing and happy all the time.
I love it. Okay, so to be honest, I told my roommates probably week 1, I was like, I am a very nice person, but when you get on my bad side, it's something that you will not want to see. My friend Lindsay would call them on, like, she'd be talking to me on the phone, and my roommates would pick up and they'd be like, has Laura been mean yet? And they're like, no. They're like, good. When I get mean, it's really, really bad. And you know, for the reunion, Marie's sitting there telling me to hit her. I'm not gonna sit there and just hit you just because you're telling me to. But if, as weird as this is, like, I mean, I'm tiny. Like, my arms are little. It's not like they're like muscular or anything. But I mean, I did take like MMA classes and all that. Like, I have the meanest right hook. I've been in fights before. I've broken guys' teeth before. Like, I'm not as nice as people think, but I mean, I'm not just gonna come out with that just to show people like how mean I can get. I'm not gonna, that's only gonna happen if somebody really, really takes me off and they deserve it, so.
So like if somebody hurt an animal, because that seems to be where your heart really lies. Sorry, Trey, but she loves animals more than anything in the world. What's the deal? As a kid, did you have pets? Why do you love animals so much?
You know, I've always wanted to live on a farm, as weird as that sounds, because my whole family lives on farms. Like, a pig is my favorite animal. I grew up with animals in my household, and just, I don't know, I love animals, but the really mean, like, the things that would really make me mad, I don't care if somebody says something bad about me, but when they start going to my friends or my family, that's when it gets personal, and that's when I really do, like, blow up.
So don't piss her off. AfterBuzz, we heard it here.
All right, so, and also I want to give a shout out because you have a YouTube page. And this is actually where you commented on one of the AfterBuzz videos, and I went to your YouTube page, and I actually really got to learn who the real Laura was. It was you walking around your hometown.
Oh, I had so much fun. I had so much fun making my home tape. It was a blast, and we did it in 2 days. So,
2 days?
Yeah, it was just anything I could think of off the top of my head, and I was like, let's go do this. And then, you know, we're downtown. I was like, driving around, I was like, I don't want to sit in my rocking chair and just do my interviews there, so hey, there's a ball, let's get on top of that. Like, I just want to have fun with it.
You were just missing music. It could have been like a music video, the way you
Hey, what did you think about my arm for football?
Actually, and like I said, I told Trey, you guys were one of the top picks from this season that I thought were going to be in the challenge.
But in, let's see, one of your AfterBuzz little things after our show, you said that you thought Marie would be better than me in the challenge.
Wait. Here's why. I'm going to be real with you. All right, so then you would know that at the beginning of the season, I kept getting Marie and Laura, your names mixed up. First, I don't know why. But no, it was always you. So actually, speaking of the challenge, how was it going on to the? How did you prepare yourself for the challenge? And was it was it distracting having Trey there? And how was it working with Marie?
Okay, so preparing for the challenge, we only had 3 weeks. So I tried to do whatever I could to get in shape for those 3 weeks. Because after St. Thomas eating mac and cheese every day, I was definitely out of shape. So I went to where I took MMA classes. I did boot camp every single day, twice a day. And then, so that got me in really good cardio shape. And then after that, you know, moving into the house, living with Marie on St. Thomas, you guys don't get to see how Marie was mean to people. Like, she would just say things just to piss you off, just to try and like get in an argument with you, but I'm not gonna entertain that. So I didn't really care for that in the house. And then once we got to St. Thomas, Marie was awesome. Marie was so cool to train. We're like, where was this Marie? Why was she not on our side the whole time in St. Thomas? Like, I actually enjoyed watching Marie get in fights with other people because it wasn't with me.
And was it distracting having Trey there? Or did that kind of help you out with the situation?
I think I actually helped Trey out for the challenge because you know, I'm not big on drama. I'm not gonna sit there and try and start drama for no reason. And a lot of people in the house on the challenge would, just because they love drama so much. And it would get to him. And then I think that having me there, it would really calm him down because I knew exactly what to do, how to calm him down, get him in a better mood. And so, you know, I think that helped him out. But for me, you know, I could care less. You know, it was easy for me to just be like, haha, and just walk away. I don't care what they say to me. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. So, you know, I think I was better for Trey there than anything. So,
all right, final question. Leaving the real world, it looked like Trey chose Chelsea. Coming back on the challenge, it seemed like there was no Chelsea.
there was no Chelsea.
Where do we stand now between you and Trey?
Okay, well, for Trey and Chelsea, you know, right after they got home from the real world, you know, it took probably a week until they finally figured out both mutually that they were just done. They couldn't do it anymore, especially because we found out we were going on the challenge. And they were both just like, he didn't want to have the love triangle. She didn't want to be the like girl at home again. And so they ended things. So we went into the challenge just whatever we were, and we were fine with it. And now, I mean, we're not dating. The only problem is that we are 20 hours away from each other. 20 hours away is a long ways, especially if you're both broke and you can't afford plane tickets. So Trey and I right now, we're just friends. We're a little more than friends, but you know, we're not dating. Hopefully in the future he'll get his shit together and he'll figure it out.
You heard it here first. Hopefully Trey's gonna figure his shit out. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for coming on, Laura. Buzz you later, AfterBuzzers from the Vegas Bash.